Alright, we're live. It's FatherSon Podcast. How y'all doing? For those of you who are devout followers, thank you for tuning in.
So let's dive right in. We're not even gonna.
It's already on the screen. Trey Reed.
Yeah, we're gonna dive in with our clothes on. We're not even gonna undress and try to do a little pre-shower before we get in the pool. We're just gonna dive right in. So we know that the KLAN robes are not dusty at all. From the first podcast that we put up was how dusty are the KLAN robes.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
They're not dusty at all because he's got 2 broken ribs and some other stuff going on, and they're saying, what kind of suicide? They're saying he committed suicide.
Are they really saying that?
Who breaks 2 of their own ribs and then commits suicide? The police are ruling it as suicide, so you know where the KLAN robes go. Yeah. We're asking how dusty are the KLAN robes? Do you know where the KLAN robes are? They're at the police department. All over the country.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, guys. It's on the screen. If you're looking right now, like, body of a black student is found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. Like, and it's kind of hard to come with terms to this. Like, one of my personal fears, guys, is, like, how terrible the world can be. So, like, be careful out there. Watch who you're hanging with. You know, if you're black, be careful. If you live in the South, be extra cautious, you know?
No walking along dirt roads and walking along late at night on roads down there. You know, that's something you did that terrified me.
Yeah, no, that was me as a kid too. That wasn't me as an adult. That's different. They treat you a little bit differently when you're a man to a kid, because with kids they have a little bit more forgiveness, even though they're still terrible. Yeah, no, Delta State University student's body found hanging in tree, no foul play accused. Really?
Yeah.
No foul play suspected. How?
So, we talked about that auction. Let's go back to the picture. Let's go back to the last auction of the KLAN robe that you had on here. That KLAN robe for auction. Let's review that. Let's review that. That's going to be important because and now you see there's auctions all over the country. If these people are dying and there's this new thing coming in and nobody's in the KLAN.
Yeah. Sorry.
Where are these robes at?
Yeah, no, Ku Klux Klan rope sold for up to $14.25 and a KKK knife drew a 400 bid Saturday. And this is January 29th. It doesn't tell me the year. 2005 Associated Press. So it says one of them sold in 2005. Yeah, it says August 1st, 2005. Earlier this year, an auctioneer in Hallow, Michigan, 50 miles outside of Detroit, sold nearly a dozen KLAN robes to various buyers. So it's like the guy was selling his robes. That's crazy. How did they not arrest these people, man? This is crazy. Wow. Yeah, because he's selling his robes. So like, if you have the robes, it's not like you're not affiliated with it. Because how do you have the robes? God damn it.
You know how you got the robes.
He's a Klansman. That's how. It's in the Jim Crow Museum, man. Talk about a terrible man. That's crazy. Jim Crow Museum, really? Jim Crow laws, Jim Crow Museum, Klan's robe.
So the racist, and I'm not saying anything to try to gain favor with anybody, but I thought that black people hated and distrusted white people.
Oh.
But you know what I learned when I walked away from that table?
What's that?
The honor table where you have the 3 drinks and you talk about your family with the moms.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I learned those old dudes that walked across that field, man, listen.
They don't like white people at all because a lot of their family suffered.
At all, bro.
Yeah.
At all. I'm talking about the old dudes. There's like a group of people who walked. I want to say it was for like 2 days. You can confirm with Patrick.
It was
story.
Yeah. Jube told me like it was like a week or like a few months they had to like traverse.
It's longer and longer. It depends on who you're talking to. It could be 2 days. It could be a week. But at the end of the walk, they were supposed to be doing something and hooking up with with the white people.
They were supposed to get land for their country because they're unsettled.
Screwed over, and the white people screwed them over.
Yeah, that's correct.
Screwed them over, and man, you talk about racist. I thought old black people were racist against white people. Nah, son.
Man.
Nah.
Yeah.
Old Hmong dudes specifically who walked.
Yeah, the traditional Hmongs. They
walked across that field or whatever for like two days to a week or whatever.
Yeah.
They call them white devils to their face, bro.
Yeah, no, like it's like that with Juve's his tata and his yaya. It's like that with them. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You know what tata and yaya means? Oh, it's like grandma and grandpa. Yeah. He taught me the words. It's like, all right, well, damn. Yeah, but like if you know any Hmong people and they're traditional guys, they don't like white people because of what they went through. Like they're like even the newer generation that are traditional grow up, they don't like white people because they're kind of in the same boat because they still don't have their land. But yeah, guys.
Yeah, they don't have the, and they did basically, a lot of people were not really willing to accept it, but they did to the Hmongs the same thing they did to the black people. Oh, if you do this for us and help us, we'll give you 40 acres and a mule. And they did the same thing to the Hmongs. It was like, well, we'll give you this. These people have a history of breaking agreements, breaking treaties. I mean, you look around and how the media portrays how black people are. Where are we at in history with breaking treaties and stealing land in America?
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Name the black people that had the Asian and the Chinese people slaving on the railroad. They were so racist, everybody was Chinese. If you just looked Asian, you were Chinese.
Yeah, no, it was bad back in the day, guys. It was especially with like the World War II happened.
People that were in charge of that, bro.
No, there were no black people. It was all white people in charge.
There you go.
Black people were the minority, especially in a power position. Hell no. But yeah, no, that's interesting because
name the black people that was in the British Army when they came through over there with the heroin on their people.
No, that was all white people. Like the robe.
The robe is not dusty, man.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
The robe is never gonna get dusty. They've been wearing the robes, bro. For forever.
Yeah. Which is kind of interesting because I was watching this YouTube video today and it was talking about black fatigue. And then like all the same news articles are like, oh, we have we don't want to have, we don't want black people misrepresented. But every news station is saying the same thing. Like they're like verbatim the same thing. Like not like, oh, it's similar stuff. They're saying the same thing. They're ruled by a majority. They're ruled by a small minority, not a majority. They're ruled by a small minority of people. And these same people are like the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds.
The same thing, but where the black, bro, look throughout history. That's the thing. What they're doing is what I talk to you about all the time. I call it the spotlight technique.
Yeah.
You're just trying to shine a light on this specific moment to make this moment stand out. When if you shine a broad light on everything, you'll see how.
Yeah, no, it's hypocritical.
Listen, you might shine the light down, and you might see me with one broken vase, right?
Yeah.
But then if you broaden the light, we'll see all the vases you broke with your fingerprints on them.
Yeah, no, it's not And
so that's the type of psychology that they're pushing out there, is that they're getting you. They want to focus on this small little thing to take away from the bigger. I mean, who was China trying to stop? What is the wall for?
They were trying to stop the Mongolians, weren't they?
Yeah, they were not. Alexander too.
Yeah, no, they were trying to stop a few invaders. China was a powerhouse, especially in like the early days, and they fought like the Romans and all that.
If you look across history, the wearers of the robes have been nothing but destruction, mayhem throughout history. Just look at what they did in Philadelphia. Look at all the towns of the Black Massacres. Google that Black Massacre meme, or that it's not a meme. It's like more of an informative. And it just shows the location of all the Black Massacres.
Location of Black Masters?
Black Massacres.
Oh.
Yeah, that's important to pull up too. While we're going to look up stuff today, because we're talking about black fatigue.
Oh, it's like a map of, they got names and everything. They got names, guys. Sorry, I had to put the phone down to, check the Check the whatchamacallit. They got like a whole state worth. Let me image a new tab. It's kind of low. Damn.
Yeah, here we are.
Oh
Take a
wow.
massacre and research it. Yeah.
It kind of shows it though.
I'm waiting. Where's the? I thought that. What about black fatigue now?
No, you misunderstood me. They're being hypocritical because they're saying like, oh, we don't want to misrepresent black people in the media, but every media thing is saying the same thing, and they're
Well,
all
since we
like,
are here and we're doing this podcast, let's pick a couple. Which one you want to look up?
look up
Which
what?
one looks good? I want to go. We all know about Tulsa. Let's go
Memphis,
with
1986 or
Vicksburg.
1866, Atlanta,
Let's
1906.
do something close to home. Let's do Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Oh yeah, 1874, 1874, Black massacres. Yeah, it's on the screen, guys. No, it's like it's a long story. Like even it was me watching Aaron McGruder today. It got me in my black power kind of vibe. You know how it is when you watch Aaron McGruder. You get a little bit more pro black. Every time you watch him because he's talking about the war in Iran and Israel and stuff, and he's talking about how terrible America's been, which is true. America's been at war for most of his conception. We haven't been at war for like 13 years or something. We're still in war. We're like fighting we're fighting in like Iran and what is it? Or Ukraine. We're in Ukraine right now.
They just did it in 1985 in Philadelphia. They helicopter bombed a city of self-functioning black people.
Really?
They didn't need the government no more. Yeah. You gotta understand, bro.
Tulsa, 1921. Yeah. That's not too long ago. That's like 100 years ago.
Not 85.
Oh, yeah, that hanging was in like where the hell was that at? It was like 1989 hanging.
What you mean?
That's crazy how they're still hanging to this day though, man.
Dude, there's the Charleston massacre of 2015.
Yeah.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Really? This is what like this is some of my nightmare fuel, man. Like Charleston. Oh, the Charleston church shooting a lot of black people.
Yeah, it's a black massacre. What are you talking about?
That is a black massacre. There was a lot of black people that died. He was sentenced. He was sentenced to 33 federal hate crime and murder charges. It's a little different because like back in the day, like if you did this, they held you as a hero and gave you a new Klan robe. But you do it today, they have to give you the death penalty because their rules are a little different. But it's still subversive. That's crazy. Roof was convicted of 33 federal hate crime and murder charges. He was sentenced to death for those crimes in January 10th, 2017. It's on the screen, guys.
He said he shot a lot of black people. I'm like, that's a black massacre.
That is a black massacre. Oh, including the slavery era and this is so sad because it's like it was founded in 1816. It was supposed to be like part of the Reconstruction, the Civil Rights Movement, and Black Lives Matter. It was supposed to be like a positive force for black people. Like even if it was like the religion of the colonizer, it was still like a positive black thing. Black people flourish, and then he kills a whole bunch of black people. Like wow, like we can't have anything. It's like that meme. It's like, oh, this is why we can't have nice stuff. This is why black people can't have nice things, because like people like this are ruining it for us, killing all these black churchgoers. Like they're peaceful people. They cook at the cookout. That's someone's grandma.
Look at all of those black massacre sites, man.
Yeah.
You're talking about literally most of them within the last 100 years, man.
Last for sure the last 200 years at the most. 1863, that's like 150 years or 170, 160. Charleston 2015.
Detroit in 43.
Oh, Charleston is on this board. Wow. Chicago 1919, East St. Louis 1917, Tulsa 1921, Slocum 1910, Colfax 1873. Opelousas, 1868, the Bordeaux.
So you're talking about all of this was just 2 generations ago in our community.
Yeah.
So those Klan robes are not dusty. Where are the people who wore these robes? Okay, I'm gonna list them off, and I'm gonna do my best to try not to double back. Chicago massacre, 1919.
Excuse me.
Blacks unalived by whites. Springfield, 1908, unalived blacks, deleted. East St. Louis, 1917, deleted and unalived blacks. Tulsa, 1921, you know about that.
Yeah.
Memphis, 1866. Elaine, Arkansas, 1919. Vicksburg, Mississippi, 1874. Slocum, Texas, 1910. Colfax, Louisiana, 1873. Opelousas, Louisiana, 1868. Thibodaux, Louisiana, 1887. New Orleans, 1866. St. Bernard Parish, 1868.
Yeah.
Rosewood, 1923. You all know about that. OC, Florida, 1920. Camilla, 1868.
Not Camilla.
Eufaula, 1874. Atlanta, 1906.
Damn.
Charleston, the church shootings, 2015.
That's the most recent black massacre. That's crazy.
Yep. Wilmington, 1898. We all know about Philadelphia in 1985. They bombed the city with a helicopter. Washington, 1919. Washington, Washington, D.C. New York, 1863. These robes, the people that wore these robes, where are they? You're not asking the correct questions. And you're not asking the correct questions because these atrocities are continuing to repeat themselves across the breadth of history. And right now, we're living through cops getting away with killing people. I was afraid for my life. For somebody with a toy gun?
Yeah, that was gosh, who was that? That was a little boy who had a toy gun. It wasn't Emmett Till. Emmett Till died in like 1860 or in the early 1900s. But it was that other little boy. Let me look that up. Damn, lost my train of thought. Yeah, boy killed him.
Breonna Taylor in her house. You know.
Yeah.
All of these people that have died, man, unnecessarily, and the police kill them, and they got the right to do it. All of this stuff is covered under the Virginia Casual Slave Killing Act.
Oh, Darrell Harris. That's a whole different kid. Darrell Harris?
No, he's another one, yeah.
Wow, man. These are supposed to be like your lawyers. These are supposed to be like your politicians, your cops, your bank teller. God damn it, man.
You know what Grandpa told me about the people that wear these robes, and then talking about these dusty Klan robes.
Are they dusty? They're not dusty.
Not dusty at all. But he said the people that wear these robes have to wear hoods because if they took them off, they'd be your dentist, they'd be your banker.
Oh yeah, you've told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've told you that, but they haven't heard it.
No, true.
So they'd be your dentists, they'd be your bankers, they'd be your lawyers. These people would be people that would shock you if you saw them without the hood.
Crazy guys. These Klan robes how dusty are they? That's the crazy part, is that they're not dusty at all, because this guy was hung like a day ago. Like all the news articles, like there's an article like an hour ago. God damn it, that was.
You know, somebody ranked up for that.
Yeah, that's crazy. They got promoted to like dragon or something.
I'm not trying to say like it callously on no GTA type, but that's really, they ranked up. Like
you said like GTA, that's crazy.
Yeah,
no, but that's true.
Now they're ranked. Now they got more rank, more influence.
Yeah, because of we're hanging.
Pecking order.
Yeah. No, that's terrible. That's crazy to even have to think about it. That's one of my biggest fears, is like going out into the world and like how crazy people are. People are crazy, man. You like, that's not the majority, sure, but it's a lot of damn people that are crazy. The stuff people do with anonymity is terrifying.
As for me and my black kids, I created a safe space for them to be safe in.
Yeah, no, that's true. You did.
You gotta leave from out here to get the weird stuff done to you.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So,
yeah.
but a lot of parents and a lot of black parents are doing their best to do that now because they realize how terrible it is out here, and that these roads aren't dusty at all, and that kids can still get hung, still Kids can still come up missing. Who was that young man, Kendrick? What? They rolled him up in the mat. Let's get that on the screen. Let's talk about some Black TV, man. So that's what we do. We roll up people up in the mat and go to work.
I can't really hear you too well. Sorry, you got me typing.
So we roll people up in mats and take all the organs?
No. Oh, Kendrick Johnson, a black student, was found dead inside a rolled-up gym mat at Lone D's High School in Valdosta, Georgia.
With all his organs missing.
Yeah. Officials ruled his death an accident due to accidental suffocation, but his family has long disputed the conclusion and believes he was murdered. After a second autopsy was performed at the family's request, an independent pathologist found evidence of blunt force trauma, fueling the family's ongoing fight for justice and investigation into the case, which has spanned over a decade. He died January 11, 2013. That was with me in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, vertically rolled up wrestling mat.
And that's telling you something.
How do you get rolled up while reaching for a sneaker?
Now you got to go and look at the people who covered that up. Those are the people that wore the Klan robes. Now it's 20, 30 years. You're 20 years old now. Now who are they going to pass those Klan robes to? Nobody?
No, they're passing them to the kids in my generation.
But you know it. You just know it. They're passing them to them. But now it's just a question of who's trusted. Who can be trusted to carry on the work? The smuttiness.
None of them can be trusted, in my opinion, but that's not what you're saying. You're saying, like, who can be trusted to carry on the Klan robe. In my personal opinion, you should never give anyone any credit, and that's my bad for doing it in the past. But it's like, thinking about it like that, you got to be careful. At least with me, like, my caution is, like, really up there when you deal with new people. You should always be cautious when dealing with new people, because you never know what kind of person they are. They could be very well be a Klansman. And like that's true. The Klan robes aren't dusty, and they're still passing it down. And it's like the Illuminati, almost like a secret society. God damn it! At least in my opinion, it's like almost like a secret society, except we know about them. Well, we know about the Illuminati, but that doesn't mean that we know about them. We know, like, if they took off the hood, they would be exactly as your grandfather said. They'd be your doctor, your politician, your lawyer, fighting for your defense case, stuff like that. Excuse me. Yeah, no, it's crazy, guys. It's kind of unnerving in a way, because it's like this happened recently. So like all my fears are like kind of founded off of like how terrible people can be. So thank you for creating a safe space for us to develop. You often hear me say that my little brother is untainted by the world's evil. So thank you for that. And it's meant with every breath that's drawn in through my lungs and every word that's spoken by me. So thank you for that, old man.
You're welcome. You were untainted by it too. You wanted to go see it for yourself.
And then you realize how bad it is, and you're like, man, it's crazy. It's not even it's crazy out here, guys. People getting into fights for no reason, breaking people's jaws, getting into like drugs. People doing hard drugs, offering me hard drugs. Hell no. Had to tell the guy no. He's like, you want to hit this hard stuff? It's like, no. Let me stick to my little thing, But no, it's kind of crazy to think about that. How crazy the world is. The world is truly crazy. We aren't. It may be 2025, but whereas we're uncivilized, it'd be better to go back to ancient Egypt. And this is my personal opinion, but black people should like create their own, like they should secede from America in entirely in its entirety, and have its own nation state. Like you said that before, but at this point, it's like we need that.
The truth. Israel is what we are owed.
Yeah, we're owed Israel because of we need reparations. They still haven't paid reparations. 40 acres and a mule was not reparations because we're still going through all this police brutality.
You know what? Israel would be enough land to split between the black people and the monks.
It would be, but they wouldn't transfer all of us to Israel.
We would, and you know what it is?
What?
The reason they won't give it to us is because it's rich farmland, and we are hellified farmers.
Yeah.
Just by nature. Just by nature, Hmong people and black people are hellacious farmers, man.
You know what's funny though?
If you've been in the South and you've seen black farmers, they go all day. I've taken you down there with me and showed you those guys out in the field at 2, 3 in the morning.
We're
I'm
out
for the sun. My buddies at 2. I'm going out to take a part out to my buddy out working on this truck at 2 o'clock in the morning. You guys are asleep in the back of the car. Like, where are we going? Like, oh, I got to take a part out there. But see, that's what Greenville. But you won't hear about nothing like that in Greenville.
No, because it's a majority black owned
Well,
city.
here's the difference between Leland and Greenville and that next city over where the school is.
No, don't know what it's called.
All the police chiefs all the police captains and all police force is white.
Yeah, they had a black police officer talking about the hanging of that kid who was found hung.
Yeah, of course, that's what they're gonna put on the news, but that's not who's in charge.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's fair.
The sheriff in those counties is white. I know. Trust me. I have Fats told me. He's like only black police chief. Greenville's got the black police chief and the black police force, and everybody's black. Greenville was the one time when I actually seen the reverse racism, literally, and it was really reverse racism. I couldn't call it nothing else because a young lady had gotten pulled over by a white cop, and he was getting ready to give her a ticket, and give her some grief, get her towed. The black cop shows up, talks to her for a little bit. He was sternly talking to her. You could tell it was stern. I couldn't see him because I was at the Wendy's up there on the main drag.
Oh.
We were working at that restaurant across, getting that restaurant ready.
Show enough.
Yeah, we were working on the Show Enough restaurant, and I'm sitting in the Wendy's watching, and he's talking to her, and he's like, then he starts sternly pointing, and she's like, you could tell she was like, okay, and she turned her car on and went straight home, or she made a beeline to where she was going. She didn't F around.
Oh.
But to see that black cop fan that white cop off was crazy work for me.
Right, no, that's true.
He just fanned him off and was like, oh, I'm going to take care of this. And so,
right,
that's what black people need for themselves.
Yeah, we need our own nation state, our own police force.
But here's the killer part though. There's a lot that you're going to have to detract if you do that. That means that if we have a nation state, that means that our money no longer go into these American institutions and these American banks. You got to understand what you're really talking about, and they'll try to shoot you in the face for this kind of talk. But I'm going to finish up, and I'm going to say it anyway. If they do give us that kind of stuff, then that takes away from everything. You're talking about the money that they pay LeBron James now goes into a bank on our country, for our country.
Yeah.
Or the money for all these sports athletes goes into, all these owners are going to be paying these sports athletes, and that money's going right over into our country.
Yeah.
Every check for every dollar that we make we give to our country.
Right. No, that's ideal though, and that's exactly how it'll be.
So all of that money would be going into our banks and strengthening our banks.
Yeah. And that's what we need. We need our own. We need our own country. Black people need their own country, and it sounds kind of racist, but it's like it's not really that far fetched. Like we can manage it. Like there's a lot of people who's incarcerated over trumped up charges that we could have as like a workforce, so we could we
tried segregation. And segregation didn't work out for white people because black areas thrived and they were poor and homeless.
Yeah.
If you do the homework on it, that's why there were so many massacres, because after segregation, we were thriving.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Marrying at a 96% clip.
Yeah.
Unwed mothers were at the all-time community low. Integration brought along the welfare system. It was that is where the women of the Invisible Empire did their work. All those KLAN ladies walking through the house to make sure that you ain't got a man there.
Yeah. It's a team effort on both sides.
I know you're young, but what do you know about the movie? It's not Caroline. What is that movie called? Give me a second.
Is it like a Disney movie or something?
No.
Oh, you said it's not Caroline. Like a Coraline, like that little girl with the button eyes. It's not that. It's not. That's what you're saying. Might know about it, might not. Who knows? Claudine, that sounds familiar. That rings a bell.
Google the movie Claudine.
All right, give me a second. The mic's about to drop for a second. They won't be able to hear you too well. Let me look it up though. Damn, that's a whole YouTube. A 1974 American romantic comedy drama film directed by John Barry. A single mother in the projects of Harlem struggles to make ends meet, but her life takes a brighter turn when she meets a pleasant garbage collector. Is that a black guy?
That's James Earl Jones. That's Darth Vader, baby.
Oh, for real? That's crazy. He looks so young. Yeah, that is him. You can tell. You can tell by his face. They got the whole movie on YouTube by a guy named Skittles. Crazy. 3 key moments in this video. Bubble bath scene, ice cream scene. What happens if you lose your job? Damn. This look. He looks like a positive little
Well, it really takes you in and shows you what they wanted to do and how the welfare state was really run. It shows you that, that those women came to those women's houses. If she bought a new toaster, she wanted to know where she got the money from for the toaster, how she was able to afford the toaster. If we're providing you with everything and you get anything, we need to know about it. It was some crazy work.
Oh. Right. That is crazy though, guys. Never heard of it, but it's kind of like reinforcing the ladies of the invisible eye thing, how terrible they were, because the men weren't only the part of the Klansmen. It was like a familial thing. It was like the mom was part of a clan. The ladies of the invisible eye is crazy, man. They whipped a woman for like something she did. They whipped her and they got like arrested for something. It's kind of crazy. Racism's not dead, it's alive and kicking, and it's still, the Klan robes aren't dusty, guys. It's terrible. It sucks for me to say it, but you gotta really be careful who you deal with in this world. You should be careful with all interactions naturally, but that's only me saying that to remind you guys of how crazy the world is. So it kind of sucks for me to have to say it, but it's the facts. This is the FatherSon Podcast. It's crazy. Don't even know what to say.
Yeah, you said it already earlier in the video. You said the Klan robes are not dusty.
They're not. They're not.
And that's just to summarize it, just to kind of summarize and wrap things up, bring it to a nice, put a nice neat bow tie on it. We're living in an era of extreme deception, where the people that have those robes are in extreme power and have extreme positions of power and are able to, bend facts and negate the truth. And as long as that happens, you're always going to see these cops getting away with murder, and you're going to see these Klan robe type activities with people dangling in trees. This is not new. It's just the camera. Everybody thinks what's going on is new, and none of that is new.
The only thing that's new is the cameras.
Yeah, the undusty and the clean Klan robes have been roaming for as long as I can remember in my life, for sure.
Yeah.
They had to hide me in the basement of a church room. So the Klan robes have been here, and they've been doing Klan robe activities for a long time.
Yeah.
The cameras are new. That's what's new.
Yeah.
The video footage is new. Before it was just, word of mouth, and the sheriff hurried up and got out there and got the body down for anybody to start taking pictures. By the time people got pictures, he was already wrapped up in a black bag. But this is a new era. People are riding by and they're getting photos. What's that? That's a nice Halloween decoration already this year. No, it's not a Halloween decoration. That's an actual human dangling.
Yeah.
Klan robe activity from the tree.
That's crazy to think about, guys. In 2025, we still have this going on.
Crazy about it, the crazy, what'll drive you crazy is trying to rationalize hatred like that.
No, yeah.
That'll drive you crazy.
You can't rationalize it.
That kind of, you gotta meet it at the apex.
And protect yourself, yeah.
Yeah. When you know that you're dealing with, and you've seen this so many times being with me, if we were in situations where I know that there was racist activity going on.
Oh, you're like, quick. We're not buying anything from here. Go in the bathroom, get out. We'll buy something when we make it to Dodges. It's like, damn, we can't buy nothing. No, go in the bathroom, take a piss, come back out. We're pulling off. It's like, all right, take a piss, pull off without speeding. We're not
wasting no time.
We're not. No. Yeah.
That's what you guys are getting a chance to look at out here in this world. If you don't see it for yourself, you're seeing that these Klan robes are not dusty.
Yeah.
And that these people are doing Klan robe activities, and they're still supported by people in power. 3 broken ribs, that young man.
There's no way you break your own ribs, and then how do you hang yourself with a broken rib? Like, you know how much pain when my jaw got broken, it was hard for me to move my jaw to like spit to like hock a loogie.
If you just have a sprained rib, if you have a sprain on that side, you don't even have to break a rib. All you got to do is have a sprain in the muscles, and it's gonna tenderize you like butter.
Right. Yeah. No, that's crazy.
So.
Yeah. We had to drop you another FatherSon podcast. We haven't posted anything in a while, guys, so our bad. But, you know, it takes time for us to do this content. It takes me like 2 hours to upload this stuff.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, we will keep them coming, though. They might change in the future.
In between time, people out there, use your discernment. You know, understand that. Try to understand. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt and credit, but how can you?
You can't.
When there's no Klan robes for sale.
Yeah, the last one was sold in 2005. That's crazy, and it was like only like 3 or 4 robes or something, or like it was like 14 robes or something. That's like a diamond in the rough.
Hundreds and hundreds of Klan sects throughout the entire.
Yeah, Klan sects. Not even like one person. That's like a Klan sect is like a few thousand people, or like 10,000 people.
Yeah, the sects all over SECTS.
Yeah, so like evil sect.
All over the country.
Yeah. Terrible, guys. It's actually terrible to even think about. It's like thinking about it makes my head hurt because it's like, God damn it. When do we get when can we be safe? That's 2025. We were released from slavery in 1865. If you do that math, that's like 160 years.
Well,
160 years we've been going through this.
But I'm not trying to get prophetic or biblical, but we really are a lost tribe.
Oh.
If you really think about it, we have
because we were
somebody else's land. We have no home.
Yeah.
We're not welcome here. We're not welcome at home. Back in Africa, we're not welcome.
No, we're not.
Really the lost tribe. Like, you really want to look for the lost tribe
of Israel?
Yeah, you cannot be a lost tribe when you know where your homeland is. If you know where your homeland is, then that's what it is.
Well, we know it's Africa, but we're the descendants of the slaves who were sold or like captured. Some of us were captured. Not all of us were sold. Let me not throw the generalization out there. Some of us were sold. Others were captured. There's also some other stuff. Varying things. People were like prisoners of war. That's what they told us. Yeah, but we kind of are the lost tribe because we're the descendants of those tribesmen who were brought over as slaves. We're the descendants of them. So we really are one of the lost tribes. If there's 13 lost tribes, we're the 14th lost tribe. So it's kind of crazy, guys.
A lot of people ain't ready to hear that, but that's just the hot truth. You look around and all these other people immigrated here. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing.
They chose to come here. We were forced to.
You don't got no ancestor in any of your paperwork who had any type of green card or visa. None of that.
Yeah. They weren't even out at the time, but it's like we didn't come over here willingly, is what you're saying. We came over here by force. Deadly force, actually.
Yeah. Might not make it back force.
Yeah, might not make it on the trip back, on the trip to America force type beat. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's FatherSon Podcast, guys. We love to talk about this kind of stuff. It's terrible.
The robe activities,
they're not dusty at all. That's
You know what they take off? You know what they put on when they're done with the robes?
They put on like a lawyer, a doctor suit. Like a lawyer.
The white wigs with the powder. Then they judge you and tell you how savage you are.
Yeah, after they got through hanging a black guy in Mississippi. Damn it, my family's from Mississippi, man. That was today that they posted that article, an hour ago. That's crazy work, man. To even have to think about we're still getting hung in 2025. Sure, we have a little bit more rights, but damn it, man, they're still hanging us and they're getting away with it. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Guess what?
What?
Now I'm in the deal here that I'm a little jealous.
About what?
The Asians got a hate crime bill before we did.
Oh yeah, no, they did. That was crazy. They got a hate crime bill. It's not like they won't get hate crime charges, but we don't have a bill. Like that dude who did the Charleston massacre. Got like 33 hate crimes put on him or something. 33 hate crimes and like 13 federal crimes or something. He got charged with hate crimes, but it's not the same as like, oh, you can't even say something funny to an Asian, they'll put you in jail for the night. It's a little different. Like, you say something like, "Oh, what's up, my homie?" They be like, "You call me a yellow? You call me a yellow skin?" It's like, "Yo, hold on, we didn't even go that way. Like, what are you talking about?" And then like, now you're in jail because of hate crime.
You can't even be insulting at all. It's
Yeah.
a hate crime bill, and we need one.
We do need
one. We're not making fun about it. We need. That's how you're gonna get. That's how you know that the Klan really wants to use us like that, because they would give us a hate crime bill. Look at they gave the Asians one.
Yeah. No, it's due. Reparations are due, guys. We might make a whole podcast about that.
And remember, motherfuckers was getting off after the whole thing with COVID.
Yeah.
And then the bat video, the bat soup video. Service.
Oh, the bat juice soup.
Oh my God! Asian racism.
The bat juice soup. It sounded like a kung fu movie, like
Asian
a kung fu master.
White people had to control themselves. They needed a hate crime bill because they themselves have motherfucking snapped. They're like, oh, they saw the bat juice soup. Oh no, we can't. We need to control ourselves.
Yeah, no, he's like the bat juice soup. He sounded like a kung fu master from the '80s who was like the main villain of like a Jet Li movie. Crazy work, yeah.
When I said bat juice soup at first, I'm like, they're drinking the bat juice soup.
And then you showed me the clip, and it was like a dead bat that was cooked, and then they had like a brown broth. It looked like chicken broth or like turkey broth or like beef broth. And then they were drinking the soup. It had like vegetables in it. It was like they were really like the bat looked so out of place when they made that. It was like the soup looked good, but the bat was like so out of place. It's like, why is there a bat in there? Did a bat die and fall in the soup and then they like left it? Like, it was so out of place for me. Like, the soup looked good, but it was like the bat was like, why is there a bat in the soup?
That's because we're from the West. That's because we're from the West and we don't understand something called the wet market.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Like dogs, cats.
Yeah.
The Yuen Dog Festival is a whole thing in China. That's a whole thing. Like that. Like, you're like, oh, Asian people eat dogs. Like, not all Asian people eat dogs. Only the Chinese do, and it's a special festival.
It's not even that. We're talking about the wet market.
Yeah.
It's called the wet market.
Yeah, it's like livestock that you can pick up. That's like uncommon things to eat.
Yeah, uncommon things to eat.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. But it's like. They have like if you go to the Hmong culture, like you go to like the Asian store, like they got like a whole section of like seafood. They got a whole section like specifically of like different kind of seafood that's different.
We'll call them cultural delicacies.
Yeah, cultural delicacies. Yeah, pretty much. That's yeah.
Cultural delicacies is very sensitive and it's very respectful.
It's crazy that we got to do that in 2025 after they're still hanging us, but we'll play along for now.
Yeah, he says crazy. We got to do that in 2025, and they're still hanging us. They are still hanging us because the Klan robes are not dusty.
They're not dusty. It had me thinking, it was like, oh, the Klan robes are kind of dusty. Like they put them up, and the new generation is good. No, they're still hanging black people in 2025. It's crazy.
Yeah,
watch yourself.
Now here we are. We have the example: 2 men hanged in Mississippi, hours apart. The hours
there's
apart
another one?
Is the trip. Yeah, there's 2.
Trey Reed and what's the other guy?
I don't know his name. I want to say earlier in the morning before they found the other guy.
Oh, 2 Mississippi men were found dead hanging from trees. What we know about both cases? Reed, okay. Oh, bastards. Leave me and my ad blocker alone. You know how it is. Let me disable my ad blocker to read the article. That's crazy. How the hell do you disable the ad blocker? Oh, the address bar, click the shield icon.
Yeah, that's what's going on. So, I read those articles from my iPhone. I don't see any ads.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy because it's a good article, but it's not letting me load it.
But that's what's going on at the end of the day. So 2 more guys hung in Mississippi. Clan robes are not, and for everybody listening, that is not the fire detector. That is the laser motion detector on my escort. For those who know what an escort sound like, that's my escort.
You type in this damn. Trying to read this article. So there's two people. All right. Well, let me refresh the page. That might work. No, it's not letting me view it. It's terrible. Yeah, but yeah. It says hanging of 2 men in Mississippi. Well, maybe let me try another. Trey Connor or Corner. Sorry. Okay, so Cody Zucatis. Oh, that's a white male in Brandon resident. Was found hanging in a wooded area. They hanging white people too?
Yeah, they hanging. They hanging whoever they're gonna hang.
That's crazy. So it was a black guy and a white guy was found hung. Wow. Let me stretch my leg out. Get a stretch in. Damn it. That's crazy, y'all. Black people still dying to this day getting hung. Man, and that's some of my worst fears. Like, like most people are chill, but like there's that, like, it's like, what if you run into that one dude who's got that armed gun and he's about to go into Target and lay waste to people. Like that's one of my biggest fears is like going to Target or something and like some like psycho murderer dude is like, yeah, and he loses it like right in the Target. Goes crazy and like starts gunning people down. That's one of my biggest fears is like that's what's been plaguing my mind is like, oh, like because like once you feel the peace, you know that there's
take care of your business.
Yeah.
You dolly around.
Yeah.
You get in, you get your business done, and you get out the store.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to be a victim.
No, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Man, that's crazy, guys. What do you guys think about it? Let us know in the comments below. It's crazy. Just be safe. Use discretion, like my father said. Have discretion. That's why they say in Adult Swim, viewer discretion is advised. It's a liver's discretion is advised. Those who are alive should have discretion and be cautious. It's quite terrible, this situation. Excuse me. Oh, man, we had a huge dinner tonight. It was crazy. It was a lot of food, though. Yeah. Well, we were supposed to have closed it off a little bit ago, but we yapped a little bit because you guys needed to hear us, explain what all is going on in the world. FatherSon Podcast duo strikes again. We had to explain what the chaos was, and like there's someone that got hung like yesterday, today. So it's crazy. But yeah. Are we gonna wrap it up here, or are we gonna go a little bit longer? What do you want to do?
Yes, sir. We can go all done.
All right.
I was waiting on you to finish.
Oh, sorry. You yapped a little bit. My bad. Thank you guys for tuning in.
For listening, and be vigilant and try to understand that these Klan robes out here are, the embroidering has to go to a dry cleaner. So company that does that, and just try to use your critical thinking before you start handing out credit, because giving people credit is literally just taking away your critical thinking and going on a feeling.
Yeah.
Which you don't need to do. Go on what reality is, and stir in reality, stir in logic, and then from there you can start to try to see the possibilities. But outside of that, try and remember, hey, these Klan robes are still out there, and they're still hanging people from trees with these robes on. All right, guys. Take it easy and good night.
Yep. Signing out.